With Tom Hardy accidentally confirming Carnage as the villain of Sony's upcoming Venom film, or at least the central villain, there's been much speculation regarding the plot. Now, something of equal interest to me is the perceived future of this Venom series. The reason I mention this is because Sony has an interesting track record of planning series in advance before the first movie is even released. And I think a good recent example that's kind of relevant is the whole fiasco with the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. According to director Ruben Fleischer, I think I said his name right, apologies if I mispronounced it, the Venom plot will be inspired by a combination of 1993's Venom Lethal Protector and 1995's Planet of the Symbiotes. Now, the Lethal Protector miniseries shows Eddie Brock leaving New York for San Francisco in order to become a hero in his own way, deciding to end his feud with Spider-Man amongst many other things. During this story, Venom ends up being captured by the Life Foundation, which is supposedly in this movie, which makes 5 new symbiotes out of him. These symbiotes are Scream, Phage, Riot, Lasher, and Agony. At one point, these symbiotes combine to become an entity known as Hybrid. In the Planet of the Symbiote storyline, a lot happens, but I think the most likely part to be adapted is the fact that Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, is released from prison, and also they do go into the origin of the symbiote species, which is also an interesting question too, because we don't know whether the movie will use that original origin or the new Bendis origin with the Clintar and all that stuff for the symbiotes, because both origins can lead away to very different sequels. I mean, you could have a Venom Space Knight sequel, or you could have more of Venom is a unique member of his species in the sense where he's not trying to take over the world. There's many different ways you can go about it depending on what origin they use. There's also a part in the story where Carnage absorbs other symbiotes to make himself more powerful, which I believe he will do in this movie, and the reason I mentioned the hybrid symbiote before is because I think it's possible Carnage will absorb those other 5 symbiotes I mentioned, and in the process combine them into one symbiote, which would be hybrid technically, once they're expelled from his body. So instead of 5 different symbiotes being expelled from his body, it would just be one symbiote kind of representing the culmination of all those different symbiotes. Now, instead of it being the hybrid symbiote, I could easily see this kind of being a cliffhanger with the symbiote Toxin. Toxin would be an interesting character to explore in a sequel, as you could easily use him to show that symbiotes can be used for good, unlike Carnage, who is just pure evil. And this internal struggle of doubt and questioning if the symbiote could be a force for good, that stuff's been a theme in the Venom series forever. I mean, it was a theme when Eddie was Venom, it was a theme when Flash Thompson was Venom. It would be really cool to see that, portrayed on the silver screen, especially with all the talent that's being put into this movie, like Tom Hardy. I definitely think they could convey that, and I think that you can pull that off, essentially is what I'm saying. I'm kind of stumbling on my words here. The crux of what I'm saying is, I think you could pull that off really nicely if you don't rush it, and if you really kind of take your time with it, with regards to, I know certain movies like these have to have action beats and this and that, but if you let it breathe, you can really do something special here. This can also give Venom a chance to have character growth and development, as theoretically he could be mentoring Toxin in this theoretical sequel, showing how far he's come from being like a villain to an anti-hero to now a kind of twisted hero slash mentor? Question mark. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the upcoming Venom movie before. Would you like to see Toxin at the end of the movie? Would you like to see Toxin in a sequel? Let me know your guys' thoughts, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for checking out our content. Check out our Facebook and Twitter for our latest updates, and our website for the latest news articles and editorials. Also, feel free to donate to our Patreon if you'd like to see our current content get better. Thanks for watching. We hope you guys have a great day.